It's happening. We're streaming. It's all happening. So, where we left off is I started color grading. So, we're out here color grading. Get excited. Good things are happening. The only thing I want to test is this YouTube chat. I'm just typing stuff. Don't mind me. Typing. And then let's see what that looks like in here. Okay. So I was thinking about possibly putting the chat like here or something. Making it small and then... Carlos, what's up? I don't know, I was thinking about putting the chat here, making it small. Does that make sense? Can you spam as much as humanly possible for me? Just go hard. I just want to know where, like how far it goes. How far does it go? Oh my gosh, that's what it looks like? Okay, it goes that far and it ends there. Okay. Something like that. That's a good size for the chat, right? You can still kind of see it. Or is that not a good spot for the chat? You tell me. I think it's fine. I think it works. I didn't want to put it here because that's where the image is. So, I'm on call with a friend. I'll be back soon. Sounds good. Enjoy your call, man. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. I'm just going to do a quick check here. Thanks, man. Do a quick check here to make sure my audio is good. I think it's fine. Let's go back. Oopsie. Okay. Looks good. All right, let's do it, man. Let's do it. So I left off with this shot. Now, I wanted to do an interesting thing with the masking of this shot. Is it just me, or is there a black line there? There certainly is a black line there. There must be some transform issue. Let's see here. Transform, position. Yeah, there is. Yeah, so that needs to be 0. Thank you very much. And as far as this is concerned, I think it's kind of perfect. Maybe a bit more like that, right? Something like so. Yeah, I prefer that. Okay, let's see how this does. So yeah, I wanted to do, like I did a mock-up type of thing before, but we're going to do it again. So I'm going to create a little... Just a little like power window right here. I want to apply a glow and bring the threshold down, obviously. And yeah, just have like a little bit of a glow. Might do something like that. Let's get out of here. Open that up. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I reckon that looks good. I reckon that looks good. Now my curiosity about this would be chroma key, render, scroll, sharpen, blend. Excuse me, blend. Okay, yeah, no, I'm not gonna mess around. Alright. I like the look of that. Genuinely. Look at it full screen. See that glow? I like that glow. Yeah, that's very nice. So I want to do pretty much, I'm going to copy and paste it here. Only I'm going to take the power window and move it over here. And this will be an orange. Yeah, more of an orange glow. Maybe a little less saturated, but yeah, like, well, I don't mind the saturation now that I look at it. Here, what's the spread? I almost prefer it. Why is there like greens coming out there? You know what I mean? It's kind of pulling out some greens for some reason. I'm not liking that as much. Do I need to change the color? Yeah, I might just change it to like super warm. And then opacity wise, we'll just turn it down. Like, I just want to brighten it a little. Nothing too crazy. So, we're looking at it with the glows, without the glows. I dig it a lot. Yeah, I think that makes a big difference. Now, I'm just going to hit play. It's going to be super slow, but... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Come on. All the way here. Why is it doing that? That's so weird. Okay, just hit play. And that's without the glows. With the glows. Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks great. I got no problems with this. I'm gonna scrub through a tiny bit and just see if the rest is good. Yeah, I dig that a lot. That's really nice. Okay, moving on. Now we have this clip here. One of my favorites. You could tell why. It's such a nice clip, man. So on the waveform, I could see it's like very, very dark. I'm not sure if any... Here, one sec. I genuinely have to darken that so I can see better. I'll fix my webcam here. Give me a moment. Turn that back up. It's probably good. Cool. So, yeah, I have a light, so can't quite see. I need to concentrate. So, yeah, what did that exposure do? It really just kind of locked in on the lows there. It is what it is. I wouldn't change it. This HDR is doing absolutely nothing right now. But over here, it probably starts to do something. Yeah, a little bit. Now I want to accentuate these little notes here. So I'm gonna grab this hue and see if I can. I know this is gonna break the image. I'm just curious as to how much. Oh yeah, it breaks the image pretty bad. We've got a lot of noise in this image actually. So my plan is in the final curve. I'm actually going to bring this down a bunch. Yeah, bring it down a bunch in the final curve. One second here. Making sure my stream's operating properly. Looks about right. Good stuff. Right. Okay. So, yeah, I almost, in an unfortunate way, I want to take the noise out a little bit. So if we zoom in, you can kind of see how much noise. This kind of, it settles it down just a little bit more. We're going to need to do some denoising, of course. But that's pretty good. So here we have a very dark image, extremely dark image. And then she pretty much comes right out of it. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think that genuinely looks good. Very nice. Yeah. Just gonna add that noise. I guess I want to try and saturate that color a little bit more. Okay, let's go to curves. Let's go here. Now, obviously, that is breaking the image pretty bad. Curious to what this might do. Yeah, it's doing that as well. Yeah, it is a noisy image, man. Noisy image. But the skin tones are skin toned, so that's good. Maybe, yeah, that looks nice. And the next shot would be this one. Definitely one of my favorites. So here it's a, yeah, so let's go back. This shot, copy, paste this one here. Okay, so it's much darker now. What changed? Okay. Yep. I see. Just a lot darker. How much noise is in this image? Oh yeah, good amount of noise was settled by doing that. So that's good. I guess I would just go in these curves and find this hue right here. And kind of corral it a little. I want it to be more gold, you know. Sawyer O'Brien, welcome to the stream. The film is about a witch. It's about this lady who, and this girl here, who is at the wrong end of a revenge spell. The synopsis is in the description. It's a lot better written down there. But yeah, that'll pretty much tell you what it's all about. And we've been documenting the editing process, the post-production for quite some time now. And yeah, we're out here working really hard. Turn that up a bit, maybe. Let's turn that off. Cool, looks sick, man. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're hard at work, doing everything we can to make this thing as good as it can be. This needs a noise reducer, like, really badly. Yeah. It's not the end of the world. I'm liking the look of this right now. So these I don't need, or what is that? That's a mask? Okay, the mask I don't need. Is the mask applied on all of these? It must be. Well, this one is, yeah. One as well. Good, good, good. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, shot on the Sony A7IV. It's a gorgeous camera. Saved up a hefty penny to buy this thing. And we went straight into working on a movie, trying to turn it into something. So, very happy with it so far. Now she pops out. I'm probably gonna do the tiniest little mask, and it's not a reduced mask; it's more of a boost on this side. Although, is this all one? No, it's not. Okay, so tiniest little mask where we just boost everything up a little bit on this side. Now again, there's gonna be noise. Yeah, but I think that really helps the image. Hit play. Alright, it's playing slow, obviously, but here in my HDR, what is that doing? Okay, HDR is taking it down a notch, making it softer, which I like. This might be one of the brighter images we've seen so far. She walks up. You got smaller. Yeah, man, I made the webcam smaller so that you guys can see more of the actual process here. So, just wanted you guys to be able to see it. Is this a filmlet? No, this is not a filmlet. I think I might have unintentional grain. No, I don't even have grain. Everything you're seeing is the Sony A7IV doing its thing. And then I just work from scratch. So this is my look right now. So that's the look, all of it. From what it was when we recorded to what it is now. It's come a long way. All right, she walks up, skimming through a little bit here now. Cool. All right, we're at the next shot. So this is a very different shot. I'll grab this, or I'll grab this one. This is a very different shot. So I'm gonna reset the exposure, reset a lot of things. Don't even know if I want to split tone, because I don't want to split tone everything. Yeah. Figure it out when we get there. Amazing colors. I know, right? Like it's, man, I'm so happy with the look of it. Grade time. Dang, I'm out with the wife. Ecstasy, it's okay. There will be many, many grade streams. I'll be doing this for quite a while. Couple weeks, 3 weeks, I don't even know, but we'll be doing this for a long time. I'm at shot 14 out of like 1,000 or 800 or however many are on this in this movie. So, well, let me check actually. Oh, okay, 1,095. Obviously, that's going to be a little less once we do the final cut, but that's where we're at, dude. So you're not missing out. It's okay. Okay. So what's going on here? Where's our hero shot? Let's find it. My computer is working. I can hear that thing working right now. Dang. Okay. All right, so we're gonna expose for this. We'll bring the highlights up and we'll just contrast it. Good, I like where that is. The curves are about the same. I wouldn't mess with the curves. I do think that this color's a little intense. I want to bring that down a bit, but maybe just split toning alone will do it. Yeah, so split toning alone kind of fixes a lot of those. My thing is, oh yeah, the darks stay the same. You could even see on the vector scope, just kind of, it cleans it up a bit, straightens everything, and I like what it does there. Yeah, I got nothing to say about this. I suppose we could just have a sort of natural vignette sort of thing coming from here, coming from this side. It's kind of something very broad. And we could just boost the highlights up a tiny bit like that. Now, what does HDR do to our image? Really not much, because nothing's too exposed. Let's see here. Yeah. So you might have said, but are you doing a put to 709 or CST? I'm doing CST. So pretty much I have my whole node tree here, and CST is in this little corner here. I just keep CST down there and I work on it, everything before CST. So I just turn my log into that and then convert it over. And it works. I want to delete that. There we go. Sorry, LUT. Oh, are you doing a LUT? Yeah, I'm doing CST. Sorry, I didn't know what you meant. Just went with it. HSV sat. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's a noisy image, man. I might darken it a bunch more. I think I will. This is a noisy image. So, on my very last... okay. My very last exposure node, I'm just gonna... yeah, darken it a little bit, smooth it out. Cool, and is there possible... oh, it's so red. Yeah, it's so red. Now, do I have halation on? I don't want any halation on right now. Okay. So now... alright, I'm not loving this look. There's something... okay, log wheels. Let's see what I can do. Because I'm not in love with this. Something like that. No. Working on it. Working through some things. Yeah, so it's basically just messing with the midtones. The midtones are what, bluish? So I just want them to be less blue. I want to tone down. Yeah, that airiness. Get rid of that airiness. That's nice. Now here, I'm not a fan of the skin right now. It just seems too saturated. Go on my curves and see about turning that down a slight bit. Like, nothing too crazy. Maybe something super smooth, like literally just that. Like, tone it down. Don't need to go crazy. Now it's kind of, it's revealing a bit of yellow, like, yeah, actually, yeah, so maybe we do mess around with a bit of hue on the skin, like, I don't know, I might be overthinking it, but, so what is that? Okay, so that's all of that. I don't want to mess with it too much, but trying to find these noise pieces. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with an image that has that much noise. All right. All right, I will very likely want to revisit this shot. It might be that I don't like the split tone. Let's have a look at that split tone. Yeah, I think that's what it is, bro. I don't like what it's doing to those, yeah, I don't like what it's doing there. Change it to something like that. Pivot it back like crazy. And let's see, I might just want the subtlest little split tone. Even less. Alright. So that's kind of where we're at. I dig it. Again, I'll probably revisit. You know how it is. You know how it is. Here, I like what this look just did. Yeah, I like it a lot. So, I suppose I want it just darker. Like, yeah, dude, I just want that darker. There you go. See, that's just better. It's just better when it's darker. All right. I dig it. I dig it. So, moving on, we have this very long take. Right here with the... Alright, so obviously it can't be that dark. I could see it. Could see myself doing a more contrasty type of image. Yeah. So these are all the exposure nodes. Definitely pops it out a bunch. It looks like because of that though, I'll need to take out a little bit more saturation in these blue. Because, I mean, dude, without the curves, it's blue, man. Take that out. That's... yeah, okay. Let's see here. Yeah? Something like that. Very, part of me too feels like I want to see... Okay. Want to see, if at all possible, yeah, at all possible, see like this super bright. I kind of like having the metal as like this very bright thing. Yeah, you could see where it sits on the waveform. It's like the highest thing in there. I like that a lot. She turns it and opens the door, I think, a little, and maybe a bit of light floods in. Little bit, okay. And it's a gold door handle, so I love that color. Yeah, very cool. And I don't think this needs any vignetting or anything like that. Like, that's pretty solid. Okay. Next, we're in the house. So many things are about to change here. Now, in the house itself, okay, so I've got to have a bit of blue in these lows in order to, because you could just see going from this to that, like they're almost too different. They're way too different. So how would I do that? I'm just thinking out loud here. Well, I'm going to turn the mask off. Is there a mask on this? Yeah, we'll turn that. Oh no, that actually really helps. Keep that on. This mask is... I see. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Alright, let's find our shot. Okay, so this, it goes... Oh, I see. Yeah, so this is a very long shot. We might... Oh, I love that though. Like, I love the way it's... I love what it's doing there. Okay, so I kind of like that bright vibe. HDR, I'm just going to reset it completely. We're going to start from kind of the top here. Even curves, like... Reset curves. HSV set, we might as well turn saturation up a little bit. Bring some vibrancy to our image. Okay. Now. Okay. Alright, so that's as bright as it's probably gonna get, right? And in this film curve, I had it kind of like... had it very bright, very contrasted. Which I really, really like. I kind of like that look of it being super bright. And I mean, it could equally be this dark. So, I'm gonna figure out where it is I want it to sit. Or, we keep it pretty dark, but then we kind of boost this here. You know what I'm saying? Because this could be low, or we could lighten it up just a little bit. Kind of the opposite of that HDR feeling. Yeah, keeping it sort of, yeah, I dig that. Just trying to feel this out, where it is I want that contrast. Yeah, so I like that. We're gonna have to fix these skin tones. They kind of look a little purple or whatever, but moving on, she moves there. Okay, so yeah, let me disable that node and work with this up here first. Now my HDR wheels. So it becomes this super soft image. Now, is that what I'm going for in a house like this? Probably not. Probably not. I'll take it down a bit, right? But I love what this does. All right, so these are all my exposures. I'm into that. No, I just want to... I always like to analyze the image to make sure no colors are being broken, you know? Looks pretty good. Yeah, looks pretty good. Moving on. That's as far as she walks. Okay. Okay, so this is when we kind of decide what look are we going for. Because right now, this is kind of a high of yellow and green. Yellow and green vibes in the highs. This would split tone it so that it's, you know, the highs are all kind of pinkish. This is where we decide. So it's not a green and gold. It's a blue. It's an orange and teal kind of movie, I think. I mean, look at these scenes. That, okay, it's showing me even more that this too much saturation there, but in an image like this, you can kind of see, yeah, orange and teal vibes. Makes me want to go back to these already and like tone that down. I don't know if, yeah, okay, so I'm not gonna go too crazy. But yeah, like the skin and the lips can come down a bit. So even Like, look at that, man. Goes to show how crazy saturated it was. Now, did that break our image? No, it didn't mess with things too bad. Similar thing here. A little bit of red out of those lips, like. Yeah, dude, it just looks better like that, I think. Okay, so she enters. And now is our look. So, color. I like to just do a Christmas super crazy color party. And then work my way back. The orange and teal is the vibe. So okay, here I want log. Here I want color. Okay. Oh no, okay. This is going to be a look. This is going to be the adjustment. Alright, let's see how this works. So, typically, it's what, a bunch of orange, or is it a bunch of teal in the lowlights and a bunch of orange in the midtones? I'm just exaggerating it here just to kind of see. Yep. That's pretty much it. Like that cyan sort of vibe. This has all my exposure nodes. It's wild what that does, even just to the contrast of the image. All right. Just kind of looking, seeing where this is at. A little bit more warmth. Okay, I respect it. I respect it. Now there's a little bit too much green in the midtones. There we go. All right. Now in my log wheels, we're gonna fix everything. So the log shows me that the vector scope shows me that everything is in this blue cyan world, all the lows. So move that up a bit. We want that in the center essentially. I ain't messing around. All right. So far this is the look we've created. I love it. I love it. I love what it does to the shoelaces. I like what it does to the jeans. I suppose we just gotta fix these skin tones, man. I'm not happy with the skin tones. So, see what we can do. See what we can do. No, we can't solve every problem with skin tones. That is the thing. We can certainly try. Isn't there a button where I could just show mid, low, highlights? Mid, low? Huh. Yeah, I thought there was a way that I could like see just the skin. I suppose no, there is no way. That's okay. Or is there? No, there isn't. That's all right. So, trying to get this purple stuff out of here. I mean, unfortunately, by doing so, it kind of just looks gray. Is there a way to like, a way to saturate that? Like, but by doing that, it also saturates everything else in our image. All right, I'm not gonna bother right now. At least we have our look. I mean, that I really like. I like everything about it. I got no problems. Looks like white balance changes here, or am I tripping? Excuse me. Yep, okay. So upon second look, I'm just seeing a lot of intensity in this hue. Hi there, I'm editing DaVinci right now as well. Not to the fun part yet though. In the middle of trimming over 600 clips from a wedding I filmed. 600, man, wow. That's a big wedding. That's a big wedding. I know how you feel. It took me months and months to get to the point of just now color grading this film. When I say months and months, I mean we started work on this last January, so over a year now. Crazy, crazy world, man. Nice to meet you though, Zach Sanchez. Nice to meet you. All right, moving on to our next shot here. Video monster, he's here. Hope you're using Lightroom for the photos at least. That's amazing, man. You're doing great. Thank you. Thank you. We are working hard. Working very hard. I do appreciate the kind words. What's up, Cameron? Just stopping by. New film? No, this is the same film, man. Just color grading now. I got done sound design. Well, a couple passes of sound design. And yeah, I just did the video for this wedding, thankfully. Yeah, photos are... I'm not a photographer. Cannot with photos. But yeah, just doing color grading now. It's a fun time. It's a fun time. So I'm just moving on to the next stage. It feels good. It feels really good. Okay. Reset all these. I won't even bother with that. Oh, right. For some reason, I thought the feature was done. Just the rough cut was done, though. Yeah. Oh, there is so much tweaking still, man. Yeah, there's a lot of work we still got to do here, so... Eventually. Okay, so exposure. So how long is this clip and how much is it? Okay, so it's just that. That's kind of, that's his, what is it with me filming up people's nose? This is the stuff you learn. This is the stuff you learn. So let's bring it down a bunch. Yeah. Okay, let's add that look. Okay, now the look really messed with things. Yeah, so we just want to tone it down a bunch. Want to tone it down a bunch, something like that, and then where I want the skin to be, let's look. Yeah, looks about right. Only been a part of 2 feature films. Biggest success was a full documentary I filmed and edited. Wow, very good job. That's awesome. Very interested in your node tree. I'm new to DaVinci. Been a Premiere user for 10 years and just made the switch yesterday. Wow. Yeah, I made the switch a couple years ago, so I've got a little bit of experience now. Yesterday is wild. Yeah, I imagine you're just like in a whole new world right now. That's wild. Yeah, the node tree is something I've been working on. Something I've been developing for quite some time. What works for me, sort of thing. I feel like it's in a really good place for myself. Cheating on cheating on Premiere Pro. You guys Premiere Pro? Are you a Premiere Pro guy, Video Monster? I can't. I'm pretty sure you said you were. I wish I had done it sooner. Yeah. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I have a feeling Carlos is in the chat throwing up these party hats or whatever. So that's the HDR. What does that do? Okay. Still pay for the whole Adobe suite. Okay, you're also a photographer, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, lots of color in this one. All right, let's go to our curves. Reset it all. Let's grab this hue and bring it down. It is a lot. Probably grab all of it, eh? This is a very one-toned image. Which we might need to also just... Oh no, not there. Yeah, there. Yeah. Oh, we are messing around right now. Oh, Carlos, I kind of cheated the system with a student license, so I paid $20, but get access. Yo, cheat the system all you want, man. You're allowed to cheat the system. That's funny. Very cool. Now let's see how this clip does. It's definitely not... Yeah, there's like a bunch of freaking purples in here, man. I'll just go to my adjustments and... Yeah, like even that fixes the image a little bit, but there's too much green. Something like that. But I still had the student email. Wow. Wow. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. I'm gonna revisit this clip because I'm just not satisfied. Just not satisfied. It's okay. That's... I see. Yeah, that's where all the lows are sitting. Oh, makes sense. He walks in. Cool. All right. Now we're here. Now we're here. So, do you cancel and then enroll? Grandfathered in. Yeah. Okay, so now, just thinking out loud here. I want this to be very, take those highlights down a bit. Think too that if I use the HDR wheels, I can really handle the lows. Yeah, very nice. Very good, very good. Now let's see if... Or actually, wait, okay, I'll do this. Change that. Yeah, I want that blue light too because they're watching television, so... Alright. Was this filmed with Cameron? Yeah, I shot this film. shot it over the summertime. Worked my little heart out on this thing. And yeah, I spent months editing it, and now finally we are in the final stages of the editing. What camera? Yeah, the camera was A7IV. A lot of the information is in the description of this stream if you're curious. But yeah, A7IV, Sony. Love it. S-Log3 it is, yeah. S-Log3. My favorite thing. I don't mind that, but a little bit of here, if I actually go to my curves and this little color here. Almost wanna, we can even grab a mask. We can even do that with a mask. That sounds strange, but if I go boom. And I just want the, because they're watching television, for there to be a little bit of a blue hue coming through like so. Let's see if this is even worth doing. We'll see. I don't know, man. Definitely not. Maybe if I feather it out like a monster, and then I go here and I just kind of make it like a lot less obvious. Something like that. Maybe that works. No, it's kind of pointless. That's alright. My main camera for filming is the C70. I love it, but admire Sony's low light. Yeah, that's why I got the Sony, was the low light. I also film weddings sometimes, and dude, it's a lifesaver for tough situations during weddings, you know? So it's helped me a lot in that respect. Okay, final film thing. I just want to find where this is and just kind of tweak that a bit. Yeah, I prefer that look. Looks good. All right, next shot. Oh, another very difficult shot. The white balance was so weird. Everything's yellow. Why is everything so yellow, dude? Very strange the way that all happened. So kind of want it like that, and then just take that saturation down a bunch. Yeah, that definitely helps that situation. Here I'll hit, I'll do this for now, and then I'll do this for now, and then I'll do this, and this, and this, and then that. To me, that's kind of, yeah, no, that's pretty much what it was. Again, HSV, okay, so again, the saturation can come down quite a bit on there. That's fine like that. Best of luck, brother. Just sub. See you around. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it a lot. Appreciate the sub. You have a good rest of your night, man. So here, our look is dialed in a little bit more. I almost want to see what this look is all about. Something like that. Log wheels will fix it, of course. I'll go something like that. In our HDR, let's bring the lows way down. There's no information in here. There's nothing to see here. So I ain't worried. Yep, that looks good. Again, it's still a little bright. What can I do? Maybe here I can up the contrast a little bit. And then in my HDR, let's bring that back up a little. Okay. So, something like that. That's where all the noise is. How much of that can we save? That's where all the noise is here. Take some saturation out of there. Saturation out of here. Yeah, I hate that shot. Hate that shot. I might literally, man, I might just take it out. I genuinely, I hated that shot from the beginning. I might just freaking take it out. Because I really don't mind something like this. Where it plays. And then it's... Yeah. For now, we're going to do that because genuinely, I've always hated that freaking shot. Okay. Now we're here. Let's see what we could do. I'm gonna reset all these. Reset that and that. Set that. Okay. And that's pretty much the gist of this image. Again, very dark. Wasn't filmed a lot, like, yeah, very dark. So let's be okay with that. So the mask, yep, it's gonna be on this side of the image. Exposure. It's looking like I've got some room to contrast it a bit. And mess around with a bit of curves, why not? Because I can. Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's got to be dark. It just has to be because of just how dark it was when we filmed. The only thing I don't want... Yeah, maybe I can control some things in HDR. So that's controlling the wall. Don't care about the wall. This controls all of that. This is the darkest of the darkest. Yeah. Yeah, it was so dark. Yeah, a lot of noise reduction. I want to do it last because of just how much it freezes the computer, you know? But yeah, these opening scenes in this house are essentially what I've been wanting to avoid color grading. But I have to start with them, so it is what it is. Looking at it now... So here, actually, before I mess with anything else, I just want to balance out these colors, dude. They're just not right. What happened there? Is that how it was? Is that really how it looks after conversion? Oh man. That's wild. Okay, so... Yeah, I just want to balance out these colors. So that's there and that's... Okay. Alright, so let's white balance this stuff here. See what this does. Just curious. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. as to like what's white. So now that's white. This gives us some room to play around. HDR just kind of softens the image a bit, which I don't really care for. Add our look. Yeah, so the lows are already kind of yellowish like so. Can add this warmth. I just want to see where the skin's at. Looks good. Take that back. Take that back. Now looking at it without... Yeah, I mean, there's really not much to be done there. I am stumped, dude. Alright, let's take that out. Let's try this, Carlos, what's up, man? We are vibing and thriving. Looking at this split tone effect. Oh, this makes me want dehancer so bad. Just with like what's possible. Like, dude. Yeah, I almost like this split tone. And that makes this... Yeah, it almost looks like it gives the vector scope purpose. Now it's pointing all in one direction kind of thing. I like that. So if that's the case with this, let's copy that. Turn these off. We will, yep. Well, no, before I do that, we'll go here. I know it's like a weird way of doing it. I'm just curious. So if that's supposed to be white, gives you an idea of, yeah. Well, I kind of like that. I just want to color grade the movie in reverse. Know what I mean? Want to reverse color grade it. See, this is a nice image. I'm excited to color grade this one. We live and we learn, man. How important lighting is. How important lighting is. So. Yeah, this looks like fun. So, that's exposure. Okay. Let's balance it out. Hit that with a bit of contrast. Where exactly? Yeah, it's all here. That's all clipped out of our image. Very good. And I'm going to bring that up after the fact, so I'm not too worried right now. Yeah, in fact, I'm very not worried right now. Now that I think about it. Yeah, so then... Let's contrast it even more, dude. So that's jacking the saturation, that's taking it down a bit. Now where do I want it to be if I'm being honest with myself? Probably right there. Oh, that's desaturated a bit. Yeah, I think I just prefer that. So perhaps in this here, I could desaturate it a bit. Yeah, I just prefer that look. Desaturate it to 86. Yeah, man. I think it just looks better. Now, yes, I gotta do something about that. Figured out. But this, I'm starting to really like that look. Now, if I was to build my own vibe, I would likely do something like this. And then something like that. right? And then and here, give it a bit of warmth. All right. So that's pretty much the look. And then if I add just a little bit of split tone, and I do it in the way I want to do it, which is kind of like that. Except we pivot down to where it's just barely touching the skin tones. And we go back and we give it a little bit. So taking my look and taking the split tone, I like what that does. Process over profit. How's it going, friend? Welcome to the stream. We are color grading. Finally, a long-awaited process for me and for anybody who was watching the stream. Just glad that we're finally here. We'll add a bit of mask, nothing too crazy. Is it possible to turn down the opacity of the chat box a bit? Yes, it should be. I literally just have that on just because in case I want to watch a replay or anything like that, you know? That's why it's on like that. Let me see if I could opacity this stuff. Does that do it? Yeah, it does. There you go. Turns the opacity down a little bit. Hopefully it's not weird. Hopefully it's not weird. So anyways, yeah, these nodes, man. These nodes. We're rocking and rolling. This is our look. This is what we did to the image. I dig it. What do I not dig about it? What do I not like about it? Because there's something. I'm zooming into my cousin's face. Mind telling me about your background and how long you've been editing? Yeah, I'm just an independent filmmaker. I've made a few short films, a couple seasons of a web series, made a documentary. I've been doing this about 12 years. I edited in Sony Vegas for 10 years, and now I'm here editing in DaVinci. 2 years ago, I made the switch, never looked back. I feel great about it. And yeah, just enjoying doing what I do here. That's kind of my background. A little bit. I'm mostly, like, when I was growing up, I was a musician. I did mostly music. And then, you know, you do other things, and I see. That's, oh, okay. All the magentas down there. What is going on with this green? Yeah, we got so much noise. Okay, so I like that look. I want to see what I can do in HDR to improve it a tiny bit. Like, that's all the skin tone stuff. Yeah, no problem, man. Hey, feel free to tell me about your background. This process over profit sounds like a catchy thing. Is it a business you're doing, or? I'm just messing around with these wheels here. Just messing around. So what I did there was darkening. Okay, so I'm not going to bother with HDR. Yeah, not going to bother with HDR. I will hit it with a one last sort of film curve thing. Just to sort of touch up the yeah, there we go. The little things, eh, Carlos? The little things. So all I did was refine it a bit. That I'm happy with. It's kind of, you know, it's spooky. It's, you know, because I mean, again, this is where it came from without, you know, anything. And now it's a horror film. Now it's a, I mean, it's not, this isn't, I might look back at this grade and hate myself for it, but the little things. Okay, so now we've got this shot here, which I like a lot. Let's see what we could do. Yep, I love this. I'm just gonna go into my exposure and I'm gonna really tone down the highlights because whoa. Like whoa. Yeah, I have a startup, started this company named Night Shark, help people automate trades in stock market. Oh, cool. Hey man, I asked you, don't worry about promo. I indeed asked you about it, so. Yeah, that's interesting. Automate trades in the stock market. That sounds like a wild endeavor. Alright, this I like. That grade is sort of reminding me of the grade from A Quiet Place Day 1. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I will definitely look into it. Yeah, I'll definitely look into it. I like this shot a lot. I like it a lot. I like the lamplight. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Again, it's that sticking with the blues and the yellows in these lamps, you know? Now the only thing that I don't like is that this here down here is also white and this is white. And so I don't like, here, one sec. If I take out the look of this, right? And then I take out the look of this, they don't look the same. So here, I would actually like to go into my overall color and here, let's see what I can do. Yeah, so obviously not that, but close. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I balance out the colors a little bit before I mess with them. Because if I mess with them after I've balanced them out a bit, it'll look a bit more natural. So yeah, so when I go into my split tone, I'm not going to do it near as much. Because I don't need to. Yeah, there we go. So now, yeah, I prefer it because if I open up my light box, you can see that this sheet here and this look the same. The little things like that, you know, that matter to me. Yeah, I dig it. That's cool. I dig that. All right. Hello, Aunt Robin. Popping in to say hello. Well, hello. Nice to hear from you as always. Nice to hear from you as always. We are color grading our film. Let's find the hero shot here and. Oh yeah, I love this. Oh, I love how soft that is, man. Like. Yeah. I'm loving how dark it is. I mean, obviously I gotta fix that a bit, but yeah. Yeah, you always gotta properly balance all your footage before diving into changing the colors. Yes. Yes, you do. That's part of it. This seems pretty properly balanced, if you ask me. It's just a matter of quite a few things. So first of all, I'm gonna reset all this. Even HDR, I'll go in and reset that. You don't always have to desaturate, but we're just gonna turn that off for now. And then mask I'll turn off. That I'll turn off, and we will start from here. Let's do some exposure. What mic you got? It sounds crisp. Do you use Cloud Lifter or something for clean gain on audio? No, I do not. This is a Rode boom mic, and I'm talking directly into it, so that's probably why it sounds really good. Dimitri, welcome, man. The biggest thing to wrap my head around was the difference between color correction and color grading. Yeah, same. No, that was a big step for me. That's cool, Cameron. Although I don't know how to follow along, I can't wait for the movie. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. It's gonna be awesome when it happens. It's gonna be awesome when it happens, man. I'm pumped. So we'll take these down a bit and then contrast it. I'm just keeping an eye on things. Cool. I like that direction. Let's find the one. Where is like the one? Probably right here. Dude, he looks like he got messed up. All right. Then in my color, we'll go in here and we'll fix everything so it's properly balanced. Yep. Seems a little bit more white balanced than it was. The grade is also reminding me of this LUT I use time to time called Mediterranean. So it's got this like kind of cold but warm at the same time type of vibe. Yeah, all right, so that's better. The skin tones are obviously not perfect here, but we can go in. No, we won't. We'll do that later. Okay, so starting with the look. Here's my chance to fix the skin tones a bit. Like that. Yep, fix the skin tones a bit and then really cool down the lows. And then head into my log and fix those with a bit of warmth. A bit of warmth. Just like that. Alright, that's part of the look. And then the second part would be the split tone, which I hate right now. What the heck is that? Yeah, it's gonna change for every bit there, but really it's about pivoting properly. Like that's as far as I want to go with split tone for this. So then I just go like that. Cools it down quite a bit. Now actually I'm going to pivot it. Okay. So yeah, I want to pivot it a little bit further so that it matches this. Now these two look the same. Not the they look pretty freaking close. They look pretty freaking close. Uh-oh. Okay, wait, one sec. I think did I accidentally split clips for no reason? Yes, I did. Okay. Now we're back. Let's have a look at this. The colors and what that does. All right, so the colors will cool down significantly, but we still have a bit of warmth. I might even add just a bit more pivot. Maybe a bit more even still. Yeah. There we go. Now in here, I'm gonna recover a lot of those lows. You can see we just completely destroyed them. Recover some of those lows. Lifting this up and yeah. Freaking very dramatic. Very dramatic. And then you could always tone it down later. That to me looks interesting. On to something, it's a little too much. Alright, so I don't like the way the image breaks here. You can see it's just like starting to crack. Again, I like it when it's chill, so I'm not gonna mess around too much. Let's keep it low. Keep it low key. Where's our hero image? Pretty much that. He's got frickin' purple lips. We'll change that, but like what that does. Gives it a little less of a harsh drop off in his beard too. You know what I'm saying? Smooths that out. And it's soft light from a lamp, so we don't want it crazy. Okay, so then I'll go into my curves and I'll just fix his color up a bit. Take these lips and make them a little less, I don't know, purple. Like, it's so subtle, but it helps. Very subtle, but it helps. What else can I do? His skin seems to be in the right place. I don't know. I think I need to mess with that. That's super green. It's hard. My computer is definitely getting upset with me. Yeah, I don't think I want to mess with the skin tones at all. I might, if anything, I might even desaturate them a bunch because he's supposed to kind of look ill, you know? But I don't mind desaturating his skin. Turn him into into the Hulk. Yeah, man. That's what we're doing. Looks good. Great first impression there for this guy. Here we have the second. Yeah, so there's quite a bit about this image that I'm like, you know? Quite a bit. So, again, this split tone is in the right spot. Yeah, it's just one of those things, man. Where I recorded a shot that I don't really like all that much. Here, we'll turn those down a bit. Yeah. So, the mask definitely helps. But even still, sucks because the movie definitely just gets better and looks better the more time goes on. This I'm fine with, this blueness in her hair because there's a TV on. It's kind of the point. So that I'm okay with. Let's see what we can do here. So this image turns into that. Okay. So in these film curves, I might, not there, but maybe here, turn that up a bit. Make him look like he's kind of sweating. Yeah, that looks good. And maybe I might do the same thing here. Turn this up a little bit. What's that look like? Yeah. I personally love that, you know? You could just see what it does in the contrast, like it just gives it that little bit of a, and it might be aggressive. Like this is an aggressive film curve. I'm taking all the contrast. You can see like the plants behind him or whatever. All the contrast is being taken out of those plants. But it's just a little bit more nuanced. Like so much was, yeah, just looks better. Okay, moving on. Now these two clips look the same, yeah? Yeah. That looks good. This goes here. This mask will be changed to this side. Again, all of a sudden we have a very purple image, so we might need to mess around with the colors here. Yeah, I love the shades, man. Love the shades. Shadows aren't crushed. Yeah. I hear ya. I agree with you, sir. I agree. Okay, so then here, this is when we balanced out color, so we can fix that even more. Isn't that what we did? What did we do with this? What's going on here? Oh, that's just like the white balance thing. Okay. Let's find our white balance again. This is supposed to be white, bro. This is supposed to be white. Oh, so that's just what it wants to do. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna take the whole thing and move it over here a bit. Nothing crazy. Yep, nothing crazy. Now, when I add split tone effect, that's really where it starts to have some fun. Let's dial in our look a little bit. I haven't done this at all, so. Again, we have plenty of cool, so I just want to add a bit of that warmth back into the lows. Yeah. And we have plenty of cool. Yes. And now in log. Wow. Okay, so I just have to do a little bit of that. Am I right? Wow. Wow. Didn't realize how much of the lows were just like, yeah. Okay, and then add the split tone and tone that split tone down, man. Is it the angle? Is it the, like, what is it, bro? Something like that. Turn it down a bit. Yeah. Now we have look, log, boom. Again, I ain't a colorist. We're working on things. We're working on things. But I definitely, this is definitely my favorite shot so far. What we've done here. I like, yeah, I like everything about this. Very good. Okay. Here we can probably, probably the same as that, yeah? Oh, definitely not. All right, so we start from kind of scratch. Let's see. I ain't masking right now. Elation can be turned off. Elation, how much has that been affecting our image? Not much, because it deals with highlights. Okay. Curves, look, log, color, HSV, so definitely desaturate. We'll reset this. Let's get the exposure down real quick. Oh, that's a log wheel. Come on. Very good. Kind of just want to see, yeah. Maybe even more contrast there, yep. I know what I'm crushing. I know that that's all hitting the floor, but we could pick it up later. Yeah, we can pick it up later. And now in HDR, just want to tone down the freaking color of that robe. Now, color-wise, gonna want to, I mean, that's pretty good, but not perfect. Close. That's better. Okay. Now, look, log wheels. Again, that will definitely. So, and now all together, that's the sort of look we have right now. I want to go in here and okay, mess around. Okay, so that's, I see what that is. And this is what, that's the skin and whatnot. Those are the shadows. I wonder what the color shift is from. I wonder what the color shift is from your monitor to my display. Yeah, it's a good question actually. Happy little node trees. What's up, man? Oh, Greg Enright, colorist. A colorist has entered. This is my thing. I just have it, the color space, the gamma curve, and then the Rec 709 is my output. Tell me if I'm doing something wrong, man. I'm not a colorist. Not a colorist, but I'm having to be for a project like this, so. And now where do I want? Probably, okay, so he shuts the TV. Oh, that's so nice when he shuts the TV off. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I like where the skin's at. I like where his shirt's at. Now, it's a little bit on the green side. Oh no, it's kind of similar to this, but it is kind of a little bit on the green side. I almost wanna take a bit of green out or something. So yeah, there's a bit. There's a bit. I put my output. Oh, normally you'd go from slog into DWI and all your tools would operate in DWI and then go out to Rec 709. What does that mean? What's DWI? Share me your secrets, sir. And also why? What does that do? Okay, probably similar on this end, but it's a little bit dark, obviously. DaVinci wide gamut. DaVinci, I feel like I've heard of that. I've heard people talk about that, and then I hear it and I'm like, okay, this is another world. I don't know what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Interesting. DaVinci wide gamut. Intermediate. Most of the native tools operate in DWI. So the first node in the tree is a CST from your camera space to DWI or linear, and then you work from there. Okay, and then at the other end, you just go DWI to Rec 709 is what you're saying. Okay, we can try something like that. Why not? I ain't opposed. I ain't opposed. Let's see what that does. If that changes anything. Color space transform. But it would be my frickin' Sony whatever. slog3, where is that? slog3. Output would be what? DaVinci wide. Oh, there's a lot here. DaVinci wide gamut. And then this would be what? Intermediate? DaVinci intermediate. Gotcha. And so that does a thing where all my tools, you say, my tools are now working in a proper thing. Sorry to drop knowledge bombs, but got to go give the kid. All right, go give those kids a bath. I'm gonna be thinking very deeply about this. So thank you, sir. You just changed my life and then left. What a guy. That's funny. I do notice, the one thing I do notice is that this noise disappears, but it also just darkens the image. It's kind of all it does right now. But I don't know, maybe this man's onto something. In that case, we'll grab this CST. Let's see what it's like if I just drop in this CST and then I go to work. I mean, sure. Let's see if that does anything. Wait. I didn't do the proper thing. One sec, fellas. So this is that. Then this would be what? Black DaVinci wide gamut. DaVinci intermediate, and then Rec 709. Okay, so let's see what that does. So without that, this breaks down how CSTs work. So without this, it's all okay. All right. Whatever. I'm just gonna do what you tell me, man. You're probably an expert. I'm gonna look into this though, DaVinci wide gamut, and what the purpose. Because I need to know what the purpose is. What's the point? What does it do? What is it? Why is it important? That's what I need. Okay, so he's shaking hands now. All right. Okay. A little bit too cool, a little bit too cool, something like that. Very good. Now, here, we're close. Something like this. All right, the exposure ain't where I want it to be. Ciao. Later, friend. Later, Greg Enright, colorist. All right, let's... Wait, before you leave, I got a question. Oh no, you might be gone, man. Oh, what is that? Oh, what is going on here? So this has changed because it's no longer DaVinci Wide. So now I have to change it from DaVinci Wide Gamut and intermediate, and then it will properly work. Yeah, whoa. That is pretty interesting to me. That is pretty interesting. Neat. Mask? Are we masking? Literally just the center? Now let's see where these colors are. We've got all these in the back. These are on the blue side, so let's fix that. Still a little bit on the blue side. Now they're a little bit on the green side. Cool, I mean, trying to look at all these. Yeah, it looks about the same. So do we have a new node tree? Is that what's going on? Here I almost okay. Log, look. I use Phantom LUTs for S-Logs 3. When I do S-Log to DaVinci to 709, it sort of messes up the colors. Or workaround for that. That is a good question. Because it would mess up your LUTs, wouldn't it? In a certain respect. So that I could understand. This, I'm going to call... What am I going to call this? Look. So this is going to be my adjust. This is going to be my color correct. Color correct. And then Greg's gone, dog. Greg left. He's never coming back. CST and CST. So this CST is going to be DaVinci Wide Gamut. Oh no. S-Log, yeah. S-Log 3, now this is DaVinci. This is a DaVinci Intermediate, boom. Now this is going to be DaVinci. Now what difference did that make? I don't know, but I trust a colorist, man. I trust a colorist. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, he's back. LUTs are color space aware for what they are expecting and what they give back. It's a LUT expecting S-Log. Anything else will look wrong. Sorry, just hopping around now. Yeah, okay. Did not know that they were specific for the color space. Difference will be in how the tools work. Okay. If you could explain that, that would be great. Because the tools, you're saying what? Like the wheels and the curves and the what? Like everything? Just kind of they. Is that what you're saying? Anyways, we're back here, so let's get this going. Anything I could do to make this movie look better, man. I'm a humble listener because I worked my tail off on this film and I'm not a colorist. So I want to make it look as good as it can look, but I'm no expert. And we were working tirelessly to get this thing done. Okay. Oh wait, no, before I do this, I'm making a color. Yeah, wait, one sec. One sec, before I edit anything. Here, in my HDR, I have to make this DaVinci. Never use HDR panel. My exposure balance node is set up in gamma linear, and I just switch it about. But yeah, send me a note, and we can chat verbally, and I can show you some things. Got to go again. I absolutely will, man. I'm gonna check you out. I'm gonna give you a little subscribe. You look like an expert. My exposure balance node set up in gamma linear. What does that even mean? Like a gamma linear? Is that in here? Gamma linear. I know nothing. But alright. Does this mean you go gamma and you hit linear? And then you just like... then you mess with things? I'm curious about that now. Dude, now I just like want to go do a bunch of research before I continue, you know what I'm saying? Kind of want to do that. So I think I'm going to do that, Carlos. Just going to look into some of these things because I am noticing like I'm running into problems that I just don't want to have. So I'm going to go do a bunch of research on color grading on stuff, and yeah, I'll do that. Thank you for tuning in though. I made it not that far, but we're learning is what we're doing. We're learning, and honestly, all these shots I'm not really happy with except for this one. I like this one a lot. So would it be better if my tree is set up like S-Log to DaVinci, do my adjustments, and then do DaVinci back to S-Log, then drop LUT? It's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question though. All right, I'm gonna take off though. That's freaking, you know, it's 4 hours and 40 minutes of editing today. That's a lot of time to just stare at a computer. So yeah, Carlos, you're the best, man. Appreciate your support. Greg, the colorist, appreciate you. Anybody else watching? Appreciate you. I'll see you around. I'll be back. Goodbye. Have a lovely night. Carlos, we're on it, dude. We're color grading. We're learning. We're going to get better. Peace.